thing with you. Every Sunday you think you're going to church when you're not. Every Sunday I have to tell you that you're not going to church, that just because you leave voicemails for somebody or more than one person doesn't mean that you talk to someone. If you were going to church today, I would know about it. We would arrange it ahead of time. I would give you your breakfast early, and you'd be out there waiting for them. You're not going to church. You're not going to church. Oh, endless pee bedding. He's this much on the bed. He threw the diapers, threw everything. I may as well give you the bedpan and try that. It gets as much, you're getting as much pee on the bed anyway. I don't understand it. I know what's going on. I need to get you bigger diapers. They're not going up over her belly anymore. They're falling down, and that could be why all this. When she gets up to use her walker, right at this edge here, there's a huge pee stain. So when I learned that that's what happens, and then I put pad there. Her things aren't going up over her belly. I can see the belly. I can see, and she tries to wear two things and then underwear over the two diapers. They're not going up over her belly. They're supposed to go up over your belly button. They used to. Too much salt in this because I didn't measure it directly because I didn't feel like washing it. There were tons of dishes to do again. So happy with my new dishwasher, and how long did it last? Less than 3 fucking weeks. Less than 3 fucking weeks before it breaks. And my intuition, my gut instinct is that it's not the dishwasher, it's the labor. The way those two guys were, the way they were like 3 stooges, and then one of them's holding underneath my thing with his fingers. He's like, I can't hold this much longer. And I'm like, you better not let it go and flood my kitchen. Well, it wouldn't be my fault. Of course it would be your fault. You guys needed to think ahead and not do that where he's got his partner doing that. So the other one's looking for where to shut off my water outside. Like, it was 3 stooges. And then they left that thing on. And then I had no hot water for days. And they weren't supposed to. Then they want me to get down on my knees. The owner wants me to get down there and do it, and I was able to do it, but that doesn't mean I was guaranteed able to do it, and I was all upset. I was all upset, because what if I couldn't do it? And they're going to be the same ones that come back. They know I reported them justifiably. I didn't even do it on my own. If I'm called and asked what happened, I'm going to give my nice articulate play-by-play of exactly what happened. And you're all going to get in trouble. If the owner was smart, he'd send out different guys than the ones who originally did it. Not, to check their work to see what's up. It's just a fucking nightmare, it's all. It's a fucking nightmare. I'm back to tons and tons and tons of dirty dishes. I can't keep up with everything that I have to do, all my chores, constantly washing pee bedding. When can I wash our actual clothes? I threw some of her clothes in with the peed bedding. washing them warm with soap. I mean, my clothes I wash in cold. Hers can be washed in warm. I'll do it anyway. God, for my music, my salvation. Not just out walking with it blasting in my ears, because those are specific songs I pick. When I plop my ass down in here on the living room in front of Music Choice Rock on Comcast, the television, I get a surprise. And I like 99% of the songs, even though I'm not going to buy them all. For $1.29 on Amazon. I've been doing for years and years. I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. But I don't put them all on my MP3 player. I switch them out. I get bored with them. It fills up the MP3 player and there's no room to remove some, add some. But when I watch it, I get things I'm not going to buy. I'm not going to listen to while walking. But I certainly enjoy listening to in my house while I'm stretching my legs like I did last night. Because I didn't go to bed until 5:30. I was falling asleep stretching my legs. So I only slept 5:30 to 9 when my alarm went off. That's not enough sleep. On his album Higher Power. Higher Power song is about him attempting suicide and not succeeding. I listened to the lyrics and I looked up to see what it was all about. It's 40 feet down, falling head first on the ground. Waking up to the living dad was ready to meet me. Don't know what happened with that, because he has all those old songs that are all about being uplifted, like one. I'm feeling violent. I'm feeling ain't gonna change my mind now. I read, I don't know if it gave exact details of why he attempted suicide in that manner. It says falling head first, 40 feet, I don't know. Live burning brighter. Congratulations, Scott. Every fucking Sunday. I think she's going to church. Leaving a voicemail for somebody doesn't make it happen. Brought her a wheelchair. It's not even a real wheelchair. Not even a real wheelchair. Nobody's gonna push you to the bathroom at night. It's not even a wheelchair. You can wheel on your own. She said she have to wait 3 weeks to go to church. Leaving voicemails for someone doesn't make it happen, whatever it is. coming down here to visit you, taking you to church, taking you out to eat, whatever it is. It's not leaving a voicemail. What you want to happen is not the same as a person confirming it. If you were going to church, I would know, and we would arrange it, and I would give you breakfast early. Of course, you're going to get your breakfast early when you're actually going to church, if it ever happens. And I would have you outside waiting for them. Leaving a voicemail does not equate to anything happening. You should not get your friend involved, anyone involved, including yourself, in trying to get that antique table back from your sister. I've been hearing from that for years and years and years. I have no idea. My mom could be right. It could be hers, and my aunt should do the honorable thing and give it back. But there's so much bad in this world. Like, I don't give a fuck about that table. I don't care about it. My mom obsesses over it, and then she thinks she's going to take her sister to church, to court over the table she can't prove is hers. From what I gather, my mom let the dead sister, who died in 13 of pancreatic cancer after a valiant fight of her life for a year and a half. She wanted to give up originally immediately. I was in California at the time, going through fucking abusive towards me hell. And my mom was in La La Land. She was in denial. I only found out a long time later, because I wasn't talking to my family at that time, because they side with the cunt sister, and they don't understand what she does. They think she's wonderful, and she's not even remotely wonderful. In the end, it was pure chance or fate or whatever, because it's how it should be. As Donald's mom said, even though she periodically treated me badly, she vacillated between being good to me and treating me badly, good to me and treating me badly. Whereas her son was just consistently an asshole. Hopes like, the sister can't crawl, you're the daughter, the sister can't crawl inside your mom and become the daughter. I'm glad my mom wants the goddamn table, though, because it means she's not trying to be lovey-dovey and friends with her sister, even though the sister visited her and against my wishes in the hospital and nursing home, and she goes and leaves, has no concept, just arrogant. If you're going to bring my mom anything, you run it by the staff. You don't bring goddamn cough drops and leave them there. My mom could choke. Other residents could choke. They don't even allow cough drops in the place. I found out after the fact, when I thought they had given her cough drops, and I thought I was seeing things, but I had to get out of there, and then I thought about it, and then, wait a minute, does that, and it turns the sister that brought them and left them. You shouldn't even offer them to my bedridden. At that time, she wasn't even getting up at all. Mother, who could choke to death. And they're not even allowed, but that's how arrogant it is. She never signed the book, and I was allowed to search that book as the healthcare proxy and everything else. She never signed the book. She comes in, she doesn't run by the staff what my mom can or can't have, and leaves a bag of fucking cough drops on the goddamn table next to my mom. And again, we're not even talking about my mother. We're talking about other residents who could choke on the cough drops. It's not just arrogant. She's going to do what she wants to do. She's going to offer my mother cough drops. She's going to leave the bag there. Only then did I want to stop her from visiting. And then I was ripped apart by the asshole. That they're just all assholes there. 1-star Medicare rating facility. I'm supposed to file a complaint. I I don't even know where my paperwork is for the Department of Public Health. I got it twice. I printed it out at the library twice because I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. Because I'm just, oh. God for my music. Thank God I'm able to get out of here. Originally, I was afraid to leave her alone. I had thought she could go to adult daycare. You have to belong to Mass Health for that. We're not getting her on Mass Health. That's a whole thing where if you're going to a nursing home, you're not going to get her on Mass Health. She's not even eligible for it, or I don't even know if she's eligible for it. But to go to then we were going to have somebody come here. You don't have to be on Mass, but then it wound up being just, I'm here most of the time. The most I ever leave is for a few hours, unless I have like an appointment to go to her. Got a splinter when I was cleaning and I bent down. It still could be a splinter. Maybe it will take a week to show up and get infected, and they'll want me to put an antibiotic on. It's right there, right? Maybe it wasn't a splinter. It's not feeling hurt anymore. Maybe I would have gone, taken buses and taken all my time and energy because I was positive it was a splinter. Maybe it came out by itself. I feel like it's there anymore, so they have a little thing they can look and see, because I've had them take splinters out of me before. At least once, maybe more than once over the years. Every fucking Sunday, it's the same thing. I'm going to church. I'm going to church. I'm going to church. I'm not going to church. Not going to church. Sorry. Sorry for everything you're going through. Nothing I can do. A shitload of dishes to wash by hand. I have to wait weeks. Oh, the end, it might as well be close to 2 weeks for them to even come here and see. And then if it's the dishwasher, if they claim it's the dishwasher, whatever, and they have to fill out paperwork, have to do this, have to file a claim, and then it could be potentially weeks more that I don't have a dishwasher. So I got my little treat of having a fucking dishwasher for less than 3 weeks, and then I'm back to hell again. I'm keeping myself looking good. Oh, joy. Relatively healthy. I haven't been doing the real healthy stuff. I can't get my head above water. The healthy stuff is to make something in that crock pot that traumatizes me even looking at. Break. Banishing me to her bedroom so she could fool around with her lover on the couch. 8 o'clock in the morning where I was sleeping on the couch because I couldn't sleep in my room where I'd be breathing in black mold for months and months and months, and gonna order me out of the couch because your lover's coming over. I haven't had a chance, and with the broken dishwasher and no dishwasher, I don't want to cook whatever. We're eating so much fucking mayonnaise though. I'm eating more mayonnaise than I've ever eaten because I'm not doing real healthy. Real healthy is making good dinners, and that means making it in a crock pot. Eating too much mayonnaise. And it's just so convenient. Mayonnaise in white meat, organic chicken. Mayonnaise in organic eggs. Mayonnaise in healthy pink natural salmon. Canned mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is so bad for you, but I'm still trying to eat relatively healthy in a healthy manner for both of us. She gets a nice breakfast with a cup of organic blueberries and a serving of organic walnuts, 2 packages of organic oatmeal, and so delicious almond milk, and her coffee, and stevia. That's every morning. It's not always mayonnaise. It's just, I did. Bean noodles are so dry. I ran out of olive oil. They have no money. We ran out of olive oil, Bragg's olive oil. I only want to get high quality olive oil from Badicus, and that's Bragg's. And I haven't been paying the electric bill. So we get some assistance, but I didn't pay the electric bill because I had other things we had to pay. Remember, we had to pay that extra almost $200 to more than we thought I was going to pay for the dishwasher. The dishwasher total with the inflation was like $800. So dishwasher total is $1,000. That's why we don't have any money. That's $1,000 that we would have had in the bank, and I owe $500 to the electric bill. I'm going to just pay the whole thing once we get our money, but I owe $500. We owe $500 because even though I've kept the air conditioner intentionally on 75, she used to keep it on 70 before. I don't even like air conditioning. Not even about saving money. I can't stand air conditioning, but we have to keep it reasonable. We keep it on 75. Otherwise, oh my God, what would the electric bill be otherwise? And assistance is for gas, not electric. So with the air conditioning and whatever, it's expensive. I haven't paid it, so now I owe $500. We have all extra expenses with all the diapers she goes through and liners she goes through. That's a huge extra expense. So all adds up. I'm not gonna, it's like Joe, he'll move into an apartment or whatever. He's not gonna start eating crap. He doesn't go out, he doesn't date, he doesn't do whatever. And if he's gonna be severely depressed, losing his house with 2 acres and having to move into a fucking apartment. But it's looking like is what's going to be his reality. He can't get a job in his field. He can't, and when it's not his field, they're like, you have all these credentials, you've been doing this for decades, we can't, like, what do you want this for? Because he's 10 years older than me, in his 60s, and ages him, and he can't find a job, and I feel so bad for him, but I feel bad for my mother, and I feel bad for me, and there's nothing I can do but any of it. Escape it. And fantasize. Escape into my music and fantasize. Escape into my music and fantasize. Donald was dirt fucking poor and on disability. Although he tricked me and worked for a year. He wanted to pretend or whatever, but that didn't last. But anyway, if he had just, because I was super, super physically attracted to his mind, his looks, whatever. If he had been a nice guy and been what I thought he was going to end up being, like described in Spencer Band, the wolf, and whatever, the way he behaved, it wouldn't have mattered. It's not money that I would like to not be dirt poor and be dealing with all her crap and all this crap and whatever. But it's not money, as in Tinder's want to be rich or whatever, that I want. It's never been that. Donald was an abusive towards me monster. Cold and not anything that I thought he was going to be in the bedroom, and oh my God. And then Satan made Donald into something that physically and mentally attracted me to him, lured me to him, to my destruction. And now I'm understandably leery of every fucking buddy, especially men. Leery, understandably, because I got tastes of Donald in personal ads, in my online personal ads, when I encountered these men and I dipped my feet in the water. And I repeatedly got tastes of how I got tastes of Donald in the personal ads, big time, in so many different ways. So I'd rather be alone, fantasize to my music. Sell this house and get to Joe's. We'll get to where Joe is. It's not looking like we're going to be able to stay with Joe in his house, but I don't think we would have been able to do that anyway. I don't think he would have ever been able to handle that. But step one is just selling this fucking place. I can't take it anymore. I don't even know if she was going to make it with me. I really don't, and that's heartbreaking for me. But I can't do anything. I can't do anything. I'm completely, totally, I do the best I can. I'm running this household. I have 100 dishes to wash, probably. I count them all up. Between the silverware and everything else, I probably have 100 pieces of dishes to wash. And I'm back to just washing what we need. And I washed into the bathroom because there's no room in the sink. And then there's ants. I don't want to see the ants while I can't want to be washing dishes by hand and have to see the fucking ants. So while we have a broken dishwasher, I have to wash dishes by hand. We also have the fucking ants that we're trying to get rid of. And he said I have to wait 2 weeks. And it's going to be close to 2 weeks. However, the ants didn't even show up for 9 days. If there's still ants after 2 weeks, I tell them, and they come back and put more poison down. That's all they can do. And meanwhile, I have no